Holley Dominator equipped with secondary injector driver box. And then we've got a traditional fuse and relay panel. It's set up with shock travel, sensors in the rear. All right, we're just gonna do a quick walk around on the Possum, slated for IHRA Brats competition. Holley Dominator equipped with secondary injector driver box, MSD Pro 600, pretty much all the goodies. Some Davis Technologies equipment on board as well. Been a little bit of time in the making, however, it's been a really good project for us. This truck will see action, as I mentioned, in the Bratz series, as well as some other IHRA-based events and some other heads-up competition. Up front, we have a fairly run-of-the-mill big block Chevy with a F3 Pro Charger on board, 16 atomizer injectors, all custom wiring harnesses done by us in-house, all labeled in the event of need to be disassembled and reassembled. We also have oil temperature on board, head temperature. There is no water in this block. However, we are setting it up for head temperatures just so we know from a consistency perspective what's happening. Quite a few automotive components on board as well. We talked with them at PRI 2 years ago when we were getting everything set up for this build. As again, low dollar motorsport sensors up front here as well. EGT bulkheads, EGTs from them as well, and then EGT bulkheads from a company out of Canada. We did a custom dash background for the customer. We've got left and right AFR as well as all 8 EGTs. We've got their racing team logo as well as vehicle name. We also did a custom overhead switch panel, which can be seen here. This uses switches from Billet Automotive buttons, and then we designed in-house and had fabricated just really to fit the customers, really kind of how everything fits in the vehicle with the customer is important, and any of the off-the-shelf items were going to be difficult to get that to work. This vehicle truck does also have functioning parking lights as well as headlights and brake lights. To me, it's a nice touch. Kind of differentiates some drag cars. Really nicely set up in this mentioned functioning brake lights as well. So the third brake light lights off a brake pressure switch as well as the tail lights. Here's the main panel architecture. You can see we've got the Holley ECU as well as a Pro 600 mounted in a stacked fashion. We also have the EGT box as well as secondary injector driver mounted here as well. And then we've got a traditional fuse and relay panel shown here, and then all of the components are labeled on the inside for easy diagnostics at the track should a failure occur. Precision shifter on board here, air shifted, sorry, and then we've got a fire handle here, and then overhead we've got a parachute handle which can be thrown by the driver, time-based off an ECU output, or we also have a button on the steering wheel that will allow the driver to keep both hands on the wheel and deploy that chute. The truck is outfitted nearly everywhere with sensors from Low Dollar Motorsports as well as a few components from Mad Racing. It's set up with shock travel, sensors in the rear, as well as laser ride height to measure tire crush. We also have track temperature and infrared tire temperature on the rear end of this vehicle as well.